So here's what happened. I think this was at Miami at a Marlins baseball game. We have this Sneako. Sneako's what, 26, I'm guessing?
Yeah, he's
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And when he was on the show, that was a year ago, so he was maybe 24, 25 at the time. Here's some video evidence that he's catching major heat from when a bunch of 12-year-old boys approached him and what they had to say at this baseball game. Go ahead.
What did you take? Fuck the woman, fuck the woman.
What? No, wait. We love women. We love women. We love women.
But not like transgenders.
Yes, sir. We love everybody. No.
All gays should die.
Yeah, Mark, preach. What have I done?
Fucking talk.
Yeah. Talk to him.
Yo, what's up?
What did you take?
Okay, I gotcha. So the kid was wearing a UM shirt. It was somewhere in Miami, I'm assuming. I know Sneako lives here in Miami. Here's some of the things I just heard. These kids say, you have a 14-year-old. How old do you think those kids were? Best guess.
12, 11.
10, 12, in that age. You have any kids?
Yeah, 14, 13, and 10.
Okay, so that's around your kid's age.
Where's their mom?
Here's some of the here's some of the things those kids said to Sneako. Andrew Tate, fuck the women, fuck the gays. I heard kill something or other. Fuck the trans. These are for our friends at YouTube. These were these kids' words. Okay. To which Sneako responded, "No, we love the women."
Oh, it says all gays should die.
It says what?
All gays should
Okay,
die.
all gays. He said, no, we love the women.
Mm-hmm. We love all people.
We love all people.
Yeah.
Okay, no. So it's not like he was like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
He was like, nah, teaching these kids. So what level of responsibility should someone like Sneako, who's out there telling about intersexual dynamics, men, women, how you should act, how you should not act, what men should expect in the dating scene, what level of responsibility should someone like Sneako or any content creator who's in this space that has influence have against or have with 12-year-old boys? Is this something that he should be held liable for, responsible for, or does it just kind of come with the territory? What do you think?
Although I do believe that parents should control what their children are watching, I do think we as content creators have to be mindful that little children are watching us. And something that I had to realize, because in the beginning I was very abrasive, provocative, which is kind of how I got popular, but I would say stuff like alpha male women are trash. Like I would say stuff like that. But when I started getting popular and younger kids started messaging me, I was like, I gotta, my sons are picking up on what I'm saying because they friends showing them and stuff like that. I was like, I kind of gotta tone it down. I can still have the same message, but if I say stuff like that, then a young, immature mind will take that and, crazy things happen. So I do think as content creators, we have to be mindful that people are paying attention to us. Young, impressionable minds are paying attention to us.
Gotcha. Dina, what do you think? You have a 14-year-old boy. Is this just...
Girl.
By the way, this is Sneako's response. He says, they are children and obviously joking. I don't know if they were joking. I maybe they weren't actually going to do anything, but this is how I was at 12. But if it sounds egregious to you, blame the LGBTQ flags in their classrooms. Blame the media for emasculating men. It's your fault for forcing an obvious agenda, not these kids. Boys will be boys. So he sort of doubled down on what they had to say. He's sort of a young man of principle. He's obviously not a fan of sort of the agenda that we're starting to see out there. But at the same time, he sort of acknowledges, this ain't that real. Ali, as you see this, what blame do you put on the influencer? What blame do you put on the parents? What blame do you put on this agenda, this woke agenda that's kind of in the kids' schools?
I mean, I think in the moment on video, the way Sneako handled it, I mean, that's the best really you can do. You have a camera on you. You're looking at these kids where are your parents? They're saying all these things, whether you agree with them or not. I think he handled it well there. his message after was probably not necessary. It probably just dug him a bigger hole. I think the unfortunate part is it's not like our day and age when there were so many ways to censor your children's online viewings and what they're doing, and this stuff is available to them. So it does fall a little bit on the parents to be aware, and if you hear these type of things through the door in their room they're talking about, and you maybe want to talk with them about, tell me what you understand about that. Like, what does that mean to you? Do you understand what you're saying? Because a lot of times, half these kids don't understand what they're saying. It's just that Tate is trending, and they like that, and they want to talk about it, versus understanding actually the things that are coming out of their mouth. So I think that really was in the parents' hands a little bit to kind of be aware of what your children are consuming. And if that was just them popping off one time, or if they truly in their room are, you know, saying these things and really believing it. But yeah, I think it's unfortunate now. You can't censor it from kids.
But what's sad is these children are associating those terminologies and those things with Sneako. And I think, I don't have a problem with Sneako. I don't have any issues with Sneako. I think his tweet response was maybe the best tweet response, because it's like, oh, it's not me, it's this.
I would have left it.
I think, you know, you could see he was shocked. That's not what his message was. He wanted to fix, like, the way those kids were saying those things. And I think that was maybe even a learning experience. You know, when you run into 12-year-olds and they say those things to you, what's your rebuttal to them? What message do you want to give them to walk away with? Like, you know, I said this and Sneako corrected me, and, you know, that's my guy for it. So I think his tweet, I don't agree with his tweet, because it was just blaming other people, not taking accountability, because at the end of the day, the kids associated those comments with him, not the flag, not the gays, he's not gay, you know, they're associating these terrible comments with him. So I think it's just that accountability that you have to be like, I'm not trying to say fuck women and fuck people. He even said, like, you love all people. So you can see that's not his message, but that tweet response just kind of just like, you know, it just dug him back.
So if you like that clip, click right here to watch another, or if you want to watch the entire SOSCAST, click right here.